Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. It's time for a boring tirade, possibly.
Yeah, we're trying to open that guy is giving us a boring tirade. It will be boring.
Boring and philosophical, and I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying.
Fine.
Fine, here's some insights from Jordan the Wise for you.
Okay.
Life is going to come at you hard, so there are a few things you should know.
Go on.
Most important of all is realizing that you have something to offer the world.
Wrong.
But in order to do that, you first need to sort yourself out.
Well, Jordan the Wise sounds like a certain wise Jordan I know.
I know.
Your brother-in-law.
Yep, he's a smart guy.
He is.
Lending your ear to the lessons contained in the stories of old is not a bad place to start. You see, as human conscience grew in knowledge, it equally grew in arrogance.
Pride cometh before the falleth.
And isn't that a horrible thing to say? We seem to be at this point where all the value of stories is lost on us all.
Well, that is a heck of a thing to say.
Not really caring about morals anymore, we are simply looking to be entertained. But the power on our subconscious is by no means hindered by our intellectual pride.
It looks like someone read Crime and Punishment.
Stories send a clear message to our being, and when told properly can offer guidance in how to live our lives, impacting us in ways we sometimes don't even notice.
Assuming some sort of objective standard of morality, which would imply a source of objective morality.
In fact, recurring themes more often than not represent archetypes and contain lessons on how to or how not to behave.
Wow, after his whole, your truth thing in the last episode, he's actually kind of hitting the nail on the head as far as I'm concerned in this episode.
Consider dragons for a moment.
Well, there we go. At least he didn't tell us to imagine dragons for a moment.
Fantasy stories always seem to have them hoarding treasure.
Yeah.
Not coincidentally at all, two of the biggest innate fears in mammals are fire and reptiles and lobsters. So dragons are really a metaphor representing that which you fear the most. You could be Hitler.
Wow.
Now, why would an immortal fire-breathing reptile care to sleep on a pile of gold?
Well, the truth is...
It's like, why would they even do that?
I mean, come on.
Come on, it's simple. The answer can be read between the lines. The treasure you seek is guarded by your greatest fear.
It depends on what you mean when you say treasure.
Don't get me wrong, the pile of gold is as much a metaphor here as the mighty beast that doesn't even exist.
Well, it's true.
Find your dragon and slay it. Then your treasure will be revealed. When you become a monster on the inside, you'll be able to destroy the... Okay, this is the wisdom storytellers of old are trying to convey, only they didn't have the scientific method, a framework by which to structure arguments or even a high IQ audience.
So they came up with stories.
Wow, parables.
You know, in psychology, you're supposed to look at, voluntarily expose yourself to that which you're afraid of. And it doesn't make you less afraid, but it makes you more courageous.
I'm afraid of $1 million. Someone should help me with that.
I'd love to.
The lesson isn't any less important or relevant today, however. That which you most need to discover within yourself is hidden where you least want to look. Now ask yourself, why were you so curious about my cabinet? Oh, now ask yourself, why were you so curious about my cabinet? Are you a very conscientious person, adamant on leaving no stones unturned, or are you an agreeable person? Or have you not mastered your insecurities and the fear of missing out is what's really driving you at this moment?
It's just entertainment.
Yeah. Maybe you're simply hoping to get a laugh out of some unexpected one-liner.
There you go.
There we go. Because I'll admit we both know I could kill the mood right now and tell you about how a depressed clown once attempted to lift his mood by eating bowls of confetti. That sounds great. What I'm getting at is, regardless of your motive here, you're clearly demonstrating curiosity and faith that the world holds surprises for those who take an honest look. While that can certainly be said about the world, it's even more true about your inner self. Now, whether that's scary, insightful, or encouraging depends entirely on how far you've made it on your personal growth journey. Life is made of many exams, most of which will present themselves to you more than once. Betrayal, joy, illness, adventure, treason, cooperation, purpose, loneliness, warmth, loyalty, pandering. Indeed, just like stories old and new, life has recurring themes when testing humans. The important part is not whether or not you pass each test, but that you show up, acknowledge your score, and ponder how it can inform who you should become. From there, everything is there inside of you to help you find your own way. Who knows? The underlying meaning of the messenger's story might even hit you eventually.
Ooh.
The underlying meaning. Wow, this is from a cabinet. But for now, let's get back to your adventure.
Okay, that was pretty good.
That was good.
Whoop.
That was worth it. You really thought it would be that easy?
Okay, now he's actually looping, right?
Wow, that is
We could assume so.
lot of flavor text.
Yeah, I'm grateful for it. That was great. It's we were imitating a certain Jordan earlier, and the whole idea though of like facing reptiles and fire breathers.
That's why he's not there.
Ooh.
Oh, he made it. Does this mean we could do the thing? Keep your hood on, Shorty. He still needs to pass the final test. But I want to
do the thing.
No. I'll let you do both of those guys, because I always do the other guy.
We need to see how attuned to the scroll he really is.
Great. Take it away, Prophet.
Welcome, messenger. Please hold the scroll aloft so the prophecy might be fulfilled.
See, I told you he was slow.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. Please hold the scroll higher than that so that the prophecy might be fulfilled.
Aloft. He holds it out. Told you he was slow.
Now it will snow. Oh, wait.
Whoa, what the heck? That's so much energy.
That's like chaos and order. Cool.
What? He made it of all would-be messengers. Him?
Please pull this off. I really want to do the thing.
A gauntlet awaits you, messenger. Should you survive, find us at the top of the Tower of Time.
Ellipsis.
Oh, he's proud of us. Can we...
Or worried.
Yeah.
Go in.
Can we not save?
We just hit a checkpoint.
Oh, we can't even go back. I
Second
know, but
ago.
like, can we not upgrade? We finally got to 500.
Dude, that effect is really cool.
The tower came back in time.
Tower of Time.
Or forward in time.
Back in time.
But,
Gonna get demonetized by Huey Lewis and the
Ooh.
News.
well, I'm glad it's not icy here. Ow.
Wow, good job.
Well, I was watching the thing at the top and I wasn't fast enough.
Oh.
Or you could have watched your step.
You can also go by like timing. Just watch the lasers.
Yeah. It's like it takes them a bit to get going. There we go.
There you go. Good job.
But I was listening to this Wise Jordan recently, and he was talking about how you have to look at what you're afraid of to become courageous.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told a story of Moses. How am I gonna... That thing.
What did Moses have
Nope.
to look at?
Well, Moses... So he's out in the desert with all the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're complaining. So
Yeah.
God sends snakes to harass them. And they're like, Moses, tell God to knock it off with the snakes, would you?
And he's like, why don't you look at this snake on a cross?
Well, yeah. So God says, here's what you do. Make a bronze snake and lift it up on your staff and show it to them. And then it's something like the snakes won't be poisonous anymore, but they'll still bite.
It drew the poison out of the snake. Yeah.
And then later in the New Testament, and Jordan Peterson just finds this to be like appallingly astounding and brilliant. Jesus says, I need to be lifted up like the staff, like the snake in the wilderness, like the bronze serpent in the wilderness. And he's like, well, now that's just a heck of a thing to see. I'm dying a lot.
But it's like, it's kind of like a prophecy. It's okay to
Yeah.
admit that maybe
Well, and like the serpent is what introduces sin in the Garden of Eden, and then on the cross he becomes all sin.
Yeah.
Like there's so many connections, and the fact that he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that weird thing that God told Moses hundreds of years ago
To do.
How do I do this, Ted?
I don't know, that your grapple doesn't work on that wall, does it? Like on the
maybe
wall
not.
across?
Well, it doesn't reach. Oh, it
But
does work on that
if
part,
you
though.
if you jump at the right time, you snap with it.
Am I supposed to land on that?
No. You have to like jump and while you're in the air still zip across.
So
I think.
of it more as a window and not a platform.
Yeah. Don't try to land on that thing.
Unfortunately, I stick to that.
Yes. There you go. Zip right
Gosh.
across.
Slow
Nice.
motion replay. I was definitely like,
What is going on here? Faster than the electricity. Oh, that's teaching you in a safe environment. Huh. Oh, do you see that? There's a ring in there that you can zip to and zip through.
nice, good call.
Yeah.
What's this gonna do?
I don't know.
It's gonna it sends me!
Wow, cool. Oh, dude, look at that statue on top of that thing.
Oh, that's progress. I gotta go in here. Yeah, I know. That statue looks like the goopy
Whoa,
guys
this room is
in
different.
Shovel Knight. It's not that different. These were here in the last
It's like,
one that we saw.
You know what?
They're
I bet this is
slowly
the actual.
growing.
I bet this is the actual room, and when we go in, we warp into this room.
Yeah, because we're like, where am I? And he's like, when are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, the big reveal. Indeed, my dear adventurer, you had been teleporting into this very room all along.
You called it. So, where are we? I think the question is, when are we?
In the Tower of Time.
And where is that?
Surely you mean when? Good job. To be honest, I don't really know. The tower is a device that travels through time, manifests text messages who are deemed worthy in order to relocate them as needed.
To be honest, I don't really know. Where will it take me?
When? It will take you to the time most in need of a messenger. Cool.
So, like, tomorrow?
Time traveler? That is, the tower doesn't kill you, of course. Need anything?
Yes.
Chat,
Upgrade,
please. Oh, yeah. Get
please.
that upgrade. Get that upgrade.
Oh, it's 550.
Dang it, Peter! Just kidding. Chat.
Any stories to share? Do you have any stories to share?
Of course, here's one for you. There once was a land filled with bogs.
Oh.
Wade bogs. And these bogs, they were filled with evil monsters.
Did you just make a baseball joke?
Wade Boggs goes down smooth. Sleeping underwater during the day, they were kept at bay by the moon during the nighttime.
That's
Well,
nice.
when she was kind enough to be around after all, the moon was free to travel through space and often felt like shining her light on other realms. One day the moon got bored and decided to visit the bog land in human form. Wearing a cloak so that her light wouldn't shine through, she hoped to catch a glance of the evil creatures. Getting more than people wandering haphazardly in cursed lands usually bargain for, she encountered a man fleeing from a small pack of monsters.
That was difficultly worded.
But it was great, though. Confident in her power, she removed her cloak, creating a glittering aura of protection to help the man escape.
She
Escape
mooned
he
him.
did. But as he looked back, he could see that his savior had put her cloak back on a little too soon.
Uh-oh.
She was captured by the creatures who then buried her under a rock so that her light would never shine again. They would rule the night. But our survivor was quick to gather a group of peasants who went to remove the big rock and set the moon free. Strong bond was formed on that day, and she decided to become their guardian.
Aww.
To this day, the moon is there to guide human travelers through the night.
Ooh.
The end.
Oh, I liked that one. I guess it speaks to the power of cooperation?
Maybe, to be honest, I only wanted to use the word haphazardly in a story.
Okay.
I love this guy.
Well, I guess that's about the end of him. We're gonna have to
Pick
take
back up.
on the rest of this goofiness next time in the basement. Until next time, basement dwellers, we think that you are more excited to retreat away from that ghosty wizard than
Anybody who wants to go on a vacation to Cabo San Lucas. In the basement.